physical attraction catches the eye, but emotional intimacy captures the heart. As just as it is said in Proverbs 31:10, 31:30, charm is deceptive, beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. If you're only focused on looks, you're missing out and you're setting up yourself for a great and a big challenge, which later on could ruin your friendship or even marriage. Hey, my name is Arvids, and I help young Christian men level up their relationships with their girlfriends. Once you trust me enough, the top link in the description is going to bring you to my community, where we will be holding weekly calls and helping each other by giving each other advice on relationships and dating. When I first met my girlfriend, I was attracted to her innocence, simplicity, and also the quiet nature which she had. Over time, it wasn't just her physical appearance. When I got to know her, I deepened my relationship and I leveled up my emotional connection with her, which basically created a bond which now cannot be broken anymore. And but our modern society says that physical attraction is everything, that you should go for the good looking girls and you should just swipe left on those who are not good looking and swipe right to those who are, let's say, 10 out of 10s. And they just say, oh, it's all about the looks. And but the thing is that all of that is just momentary pleasure and momentary gain. We all know that physical attraction fades. A flower which you had just bought, it's going to wither away. A strawberry or any kind of other fruit, it is going to rot. So it's the same with us humans. We have our fresh new bodies, but later on, when we go on in life, they get older, we get grumpier, our skin shrivels, it just gets, let's say, less attractive. But and as I said before, in Proverbs 31:30, it is said that charm is deceptive. It can deceive you. A beautiful woman can deceive you into, let's say, signing a contract, basically getting in a relationship with her. But then later on, 3, 4 months later, that's usually when the girls actually show their true colors, and you might be in for a big trouble. And a strategy which I used to deepen my connection with my girl and basically create a bond which is based on God, based on godly values, is firstly we had deep conversations, basically thought-provoking questions. What you would do in this kind of situation, basically what you would do if you had to choose between, not like food, but where would you like to live and why? Like basically, why would you want to live or not live in a city, and why would you love to live in a countryside, and why not would you love why wouldn't you want to live in a countryside? And those are also shared spiritual stories, basically how you came to Christ or how you deepened, basically tactics how you deepened your relationship with Christ, and also prayer and Bible studies together. And just to mention it, in the Discord, you can get a free 3 month supply of Bible studies where you can go through with your girlfriend. Those are daily, those are short, but you can find a lot of meaning behind it. Me and my girl, we did the book of Job. We read through 20 verses. She found a gold nugget. I found my gold nugget, which needed, basically, that's how God spoke to us. And later on, we found out that my gold nugget was needed for her. and her gold nugget, the verse which spoke to her, was needed for me. So basically, we gained two gold nuggets, golden verses, which we now implement in our lives personally. So basically, I helped her and she helped me to become a person who is closer to God. Later on, this emotional intimacy, I have to warn you that it takes time. In in Colossians chapter 3, verse 14, put on love, which binds everything in unity. Basically, you have to love her. You have to be patient with her. The maybe she might not trust you enough. Maybe she might not open quickly enough as other girls. Maybe you have a friend whose girl opened up on, let's say, the fourth Bible study or the fourth date or the first date she opened up to you, but it takes time. It can take years, or it can take months, it can take weeks, or matter of fact, it can only take a few days. But later on, talking about biblical values, David and Jonathan had a deep and emotional and spiritual connection, and they were just basically unbreakable. It is like the emotional intimacy, it is the thing which makes the chains actually work. And I understand that physical attraction is important. It is, you shouldn't like overlook it because it's God's design, and but you cannot let it overshadow the emotional depth which God allows us to get know get to know. And for myself, I used to focus too much on physical attraction, all that, let's say, lust of the eyes and all that stuff. But later on, when I take it away, when I focus on the moment, when I focus on the emotionally intimate side, I feel more fulfilled by doing simple tasks with my girlfriend. By basically, I can give her a peck on the cheek, and that would be enough. But before, I had to, let's say, do a makeout session, which would last a certain amount of time for me to be satisfied, only to want more of it once we, let's say, have a break. And now, like then, when I basically made the switch, I realized how important this connection actually is, and that it is what truly actually matters to us. And a call to action for you is, if you're focusing too much on her looks, the next date, when you are, get the Bible study, get her to get both together in a room, get some snacks, get some food to eat, to munch on, or you can also fast. That's also a choice. And you can start a conversation. You can read through the passages, choose a reading or a part of the Bible which you want to focus more on or study, and then have a real conversation after that, and then a prayer for the golden verses so that God helps you implement those in your life. And yeah, that's about it. May God bless you, and may God's angels be with you.